What's new?
Nothing. What's new at the bank?
No, nothing's ever new at the bank. What's this?
Oh, some invitations.
Invitations?
Mm-hmm. To pay a few bills.
Big joke.
Well, since I haven't bought any mink coats or sports cars, I guess it isn't anything we can't handle. What's that final report from the Veterans Hospital?
Oh, nothing.
What's that mean, nothing?
Nothing. It's just a final report.
What does that mean?
Oh, I guess I should have told you before. Johnson examined me again last week. He said there's nothing more can be done for me. No more treatments. No more operations.
I'm so glad, Mark.
You're glad? Don't you understand? There's nothing more they can do for me.
I mean, I'm so glad you won't have any more of those awful operations.
Hi, Pop.
Hi, Jimmy.
Say, Pop, how big a gun do you use down at the bank? Billy said yesterday that he bets it's a 38. But I told him at least a 45. Who's right, Pop?
You're both wrong. I don't carry any gun.
But you guard all the money, don't you?
Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly.
But I thought you had charge of the vault.
That's right.
Well, that's where all the money is, isn't it?
I guess so. Hey, you haven't had supper yet.
Well, then why did you carry a gun with all that money to look after?
I don't need a gun. You can't get into that vault unless you belong there.
I bet you a smart bank robber could.
Boy, you sound a little eager. You're not looking for a holdup, are you?
Well, I bet you a good bank robber could get in. But you'd take care of him.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Jimmy, but... Well, look, I wouldn't have to take care of anybody. It'd be impossible for even a good bank robber to get in that vault.
What do you mean, impossible?
I mean impossible.
But you said nothing was impossible.
I don't think I ever went that far. Some things are impossible.
But you said nothing is impossible.
When did I say that?
When that first doctor said you'd never walk again. And you said you would. And Mom cried. The doctor said it'd be impossible. And you said nothing was impossible.
Well, I was wrong.
Well, you're walking, ain't you? Aren't you?
Jimmy?
So I bet you some bank robber could get in that vault. And boy, you'd take care of him.
I can't take care of anybody. I just sit behind that cage like an animal in the zoo, and I open the vault and close the vault. That's all.
Jimmy, go wash up. You shouldn't talk to him that way. He idolizes you. As far as he's concerned, you fought the whole Korean War all by yourself. Now you're the only thing that stands between that bank and disaster.
Well, it's time he found out that the only thing I did in that war was to get hit in both legs. About as valuable to that bank as a $3 bill.
Somebody has to do the job you're doing.
Anybody could do it.
That's not true. Mr. Masterson wanted you for that job.
Oh, you're as bad as Jimmy is. You're trying to make something out of nothing. I was good for something when I worked for the construction company. I could have gone places there. I'd been foreman probably in a few years, maybe even superintendent. I could have done anything then.
It's about time you stopped trying to convince yourself that you're useless. Maybe you can't do everything you used to do physically, but you can think. You always had a good head, Mark. You've still got it. You can use it for something else besides feeling sorry for yourself.
Good morning. Oh, good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
Morning, Mark.
Morning.
Morning, Mark.
Morning, Mr. Masterson.
How's Molly? And that boy of yours?
They're fine, thank you, sir.
Is everything all right, Mark?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Your job. Is it giving you any trouble?
No, sir. Is there anything wrong?
Not at all, Mark. Everything's very satisfactory.
These are the guys, Ferdy. Joe Garson and Eddie Warren. I want you to meet Ferdy Schiff.
Eddie, Warren.
Hi.
This is Monty Kane.
Greetings.
Joe and Eddie up in Detroit. I think you like the way they work, Ferdy.
If Tony thinks you're right for my job, you're right. Tony's a smart boy, or else he wouldn't be with me. If he's selling you, I'll buy.
Not so fast. We might not buy the job.
Oh, yes, you will. This is the heist you've been hoping for. You never had one like this.
How do you know?
Tony told me, and I trust him. I got a lot of faith in him. But I checked up on you anyway. You never had one like this. This is the big league. At least 100 grand.
100 grand? That sounds like a bank job.
It is. West Side branch of the First National.
A bank job. And all we got to do is walk in and pick up the money, huh? I thought you were a smart operator.
Tony, I asked for men. You sent me a couple of stupid little boys. Now, you want to listen? Or do you want to start back to Detroit?
Well, we came this far. Ain't gonna hurt to listen.
Good. Good, let's take a little drive. Within the next 5 minutes, sometime between 9:30 and 9:35, a Drake armored truck will pull up in front of that bank to deliver cash.
We're gonna hit an armored truck?
The bank guard will open the door for them. They'll go inside carrying 3 or 4 canvas sacks filled with money. They'll go right up to the end of the locked railing, past the teller's windows. There's a clerk there. A crippled fellow, he'll open the door for them. Then this clerk and another man will go into the vault with the 2 guards. After a little while, the guards will come out again carrying 3 or 4 empty canvas sacks. They'll get in the truck, they'll drive off. Every morning, it's like clockwork.
You talk a lot, but you told me nothing.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning. How do you know what goes on inside the bank? It ain't open to the public yet.
I rented a room in that flea bag. I cased the bank for 2 weeks. I planned, Garson. I planned very carefully.
Do you have the receipt?